Dear students, let us today study about constitution. The topic is basic structure and doctrine of the Indian Constitution. According to the Indian Constitution, the parliament and the state legislatures can make laws within their jurisdictions. The power to amend the constitution is only with the parliament and not the state legislative assemblies. However, this power of the parliament is not absolute. The Supreme Court has the power to declare any law that it finds unconstitutional void. As per the basic structure doctrine of the Indian Constitution, any amendment that tries to change the basic structure of the Constitution is invalid. There is no mention of the term basic structure anywhere in the Constitution of India. The idea that the Parliament cannot introduce laws that would amend the basic structure of the Constitution evolved gradually over the time in many cases. The idea is to preserve the nature of Indian democracy and protect the rights and liberties of the people. The basic structure doctrine of the Indian Constitution helps to protect and preserve the spirit of the Constitution document. It was the Keshavanand Bharati case that brought this doctrine into limelight. It held that the basic structure of the Indian Constitution could not be abrogated even by a constitutional amendment. The judgment listed some basic structure of the Constitution as supremacy of the Constitution, unity and sovereignty of India, democratic and republican form of government, federal character of Constitution, secular character of the Constitution, separation of power and individual freedom. These are the very key points which have been included in the this basic structure of the Indian Constitution. Although it is not mentioned these words basic structure of the Indian Constitution, but through different cases which evolved between the central government and individuals filed in the Supreme Court, these cases threw light on the basic structure of the Indian constitutions. Over time, many other features have also been added to this list of basic structure features. Some of them are rule of law, judicial review. Rule of law means there is not any man's law. It is the rule of law. Men are not important. The post we held in the constitution, that is the designation which is powerful, not the person. Judicial review, that can be done by the Supreme Court. Parliamentary system of government, rule of equality, harmony and balance between the fundamental rights and directive state, directive principles of a state policy. Free and fair elections, limited power of the parliament to amend the constitution, power of the Supreme Court of India under Article 32, 136, 142 and 147. Power of the High Court under Article 226 and 227. Any law or amendment that violates these principles can be struck down by the Supreme Court on the grounds that they distort the basic structure of the Constitution. The concept of the basic structure of the Constitution evolved over time. In this section, we shall discuss this evolution with the help of some landmark judgment related to this doctrine. Sankari Prasad case 1951. In this case, the Supreme Court contended that the Parliament's power of amending the Constitution under Article 368 included the power to amend the fundamental rights guaranteed in the Part 3 as well. Sajjan Singh case 1965. In this case also, the Supreme Court held that Parliament can amend any part of the Constitution, including the fundamental rights. It is noteworthy to point out that two dissenting judges in this case remarked whether the fundamental rights of the citizens could become a plaything of the majority party in the parliament. In this case, the court reversed its earlier stance that the fundamental rights can be amended. It said that fundamental rights are not amenable to the parliamentary restriction as stated in Article 13 of that. To amend the fundamental rights, a new constituent assembly would be required. Also stated that Article 368 gives the procedure to amend the constitution but does not confer on parliament the power to amend the constitution. This case conferred upon fundamental rights a transcendental position. The majority judgment called upon the concept of implied limitations on the power of the parliament to amend the constitution. As per this view, the constitution gives a place of permanence to the fundamental freedom of the citizens. In giving to themselves the constitution, the people had reserved these rights for themselves. This was a landmark case in defining the concept of the basic structure of doctrine. The Supreme Court held that although no part of the Constitution, including fundamental rights, was beyond the Parliament's amending power, the basic structure of the Constitution could not be abrogated even by a constitutional amendment. The judgment implied that the Parliament can only amend the Constitution and not rewrite it. The power to amend is not a power to destroy. This is the basis of Indian law in which the judiciary can strike down the amendment passed by the parliament that is in conflict with the basic structure of the constitution. Here the Supreme Court applied the theory of basic structure and struck down clause 4 of the article 329A, which was inserted by the 39th amendment in 1975 on the grounds that it was beyond the parliament's amending power as it destroyed the constitution's basic features. The 39th Amendment Act was passed by the parliament during the emergency period. This act placed the election of the president, the vice president, the prime minister, and the speaker of the Lok Sabha beyond the scrutiny of the judiciary. This was done by the government in order to suppress Indira Gandhi's prosecution by the Allahabad High Court for corrupt electoral practices. Minerva Mills case 1980. This case again strengthens the basic structure doctrine. The judgment struck down two changes made to the Constitution by the 42nd Amendment Act 1976, declaring them to be violative of the basic structure. The judgment makes it clear that the Constitution and not the Parliament is supreme. In this case, the court added two features to the list of basic structure features. They were judicial review and balance between fundamental right and directive principles of a state policy. The judges ruled that a limited amending power itself is a basic feature of the Constitution. Vaman's Rao case. The Supreme Court again reiterated the basic structure of doctrine. It also drew a line of demarcation as April 24, 1973. For example, the date of the Keshwanand Bharati judgment and held that it should not be applied retrospectively to reopen the validity of any amendment to the Constitution, which took place prior to that date. In the Keshwanand Bharati case, the petitioner had challenged the Constitution, 29th Amendment Act 1972, which placed the Kerala Land Reforms Act 1963 and its amending act into ninth schedule of the Constitution. The ninth schedule was added to the Constitution by the First Amendment in 1951, along with Article 31B to provide a protective umbrella to land reforms laws. This was done in order to prevent them from being challenged in the court. Article 13.2 says that the state shall not make any law inconsistent with fundamental rights, and any law made in contravention of the fundamental rights shall be void. Now, Article 31B protects laws from the above scrutiny. Laws engaged under it and placed in the ninth schedule are immune to challenge in a court, even if they go against fundamental rights. The Vaman Rao case held that amendments made to the ninth schedule until the Keshwanand judgment are valid, and those passed after that date can be subject to scrutiny. Indra Shahani and Union of India examined the scope and extent of Article 16.4, which provides for the reservation of jobs in favor of backward classes. It upheld the constitutional validity of 27% reservation for the OBCs with certain conditions like creamy layer exclusion, no reservation in promotion, total reservation quota should not exceed 50%, etc. Here, rule of law was added to the list of basic features of the Constitution. S.R. Bomai case 1994. In this judgment, the Supreme Court tried to curb the blatant misuse of Article 356 regarding the imposition of President's rule on states. In this case, there was no question of constitutional amendment, but even so, the concept of basic doctrine was applied. The Supreme Court held that policies of a state government directed against an element of the basic structure of the Constitution would be a valid ground for the exercise of the control power under Article 356. Conclusion. The doctrine of basic structure helps to prevent legislative excesses as was evident in emergency era. This is required as a shield against an all-powerful parliament which can resort to overuse of Article 360. There is another a school of thought, however, that says that its amendments help a constitution to survive. They must include change in the allegedly basic part of the constitution. So, this is nutshell basic structure about the basic structure of the Indian Constitution. That is also called the doctrine of the Indian Constitution. It helps in maintaining that the soul and heart of the Constitution cannot be changed by amendments. Although provisions have been made in the constitutions for looking for this uh, change in social, economic, political situations in the country, certain required changes, amendments can be made, but the basic structure of the constitution should be upheld at any cost. This is the doctrine of the basic structure teaches us. So, dear students, this is the your class about this basic structure, which is very important politically and economically and socially in this country. Thank you.